What's going on? Good evening. Hello. How you doing? I kept seeing this recipe all over the internet, and it was for Panera broccoli cheddar soup or something. Yeah, broccoli cheddar soup. And I love me some Panera, but eating some of those types of foods really scares me because I like imagine it in some big like 5-gallon bucket in the back where they like pour it, or maybe I used to work at Ponderosa when I was a kid, and everything came in like a plastic bag, and then you would like cut it open and you would put it in these steam table trays, and then it would just heat up, and it was absolutely disgusting. So I get weird on like certain foods and like how they do those, but I imagine soup to be the same way, so I would rather like have the soup myself. What's up, Gina? How's it going? And also, we're not big into cheese, so I didn't want to do exactly the recipe. Hello, good evening, Lauren. So I kind of did it like a little bit different. I modified it, and I'll write the recipe out when I'm done. I didn't video because of a few reasons. Number one is that I couldn't get my shit together in time, and my phone was dying. Plus, I was talking to my sister, and then Deacon wanted to talk to my mom, and it was just like, you know, all kinds of stuff. So that part didn't happen, but holy shit, it's so good. Here's what I did. I'm gonna walk you through and like tell you what's going on, like how I did it, and then I'll write it all. I'll like put it in the comments with a picture of the finished thing. But I'm gonna show it to you real quick. Here is my giant pot of soup. You can see, look how delicious that is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. So the regular recipe calls for onion, carrots. I didn't see celery on there. Some chicken stock, half and half, broccoli, and I think that's it. Like, there's not a whole lot going on in their recipe, so I like did mine a little bit different. You have to excuse my hair. It's been raining all day, and I had it really nice yesterday, and now it's just like throwing all over the place, so it's okay. Vanessa, you might as well turn it off because there's way too many vegetables happening in here for you. So here's what I did. First thing is I browned onion. I have this giant soup pot because we have a lot of family down here, and I love to make soup, and the kids love soup too, so whenever I make something, like I need a bigger pot. So this is a huge ass. I think it's like a 20 quart or something like that. You see how far it's filled. So I browned an onion in some butter and olive oil, and then I added celery and mushroom to that. Mushroom was not on the list of like stuff to put in there. The next thing that I did in a separate pot, like this one right here, this bad boy, I made a roux. And a roux is like just a fancy thing for, you put some butter in the bottom of the pot, and then you let it melt, and then you add flour, and you like whisk it around really fast, and you want to cook the flour, right? Because otherwise it tastes floury. So you like cook the flour a little bit, and then you slowly add in like milk or cream or chicken broth or whatever, like anything that you want to do. So yes, Lauren said, bring on the restaurant size pots and pans. Look at my bacon. I also did bacon. Look how this fits my entire oven. It's massive. I have to use the big stuff. Anyway, so the roux I did in the other pot, and I added in, I used whole milk, which I had to go buy some because we only use almond milk, but sometimes for soups, the almond milk gets a little bit funky, so I wanted to use the real thing. So I used maybe like a cup and a half of milk. I'll know because I'll go through and like measure and write it all down. So I put the milk in there, and then I added chicken broth and like made that nice and thick. And then meanwhile, in my big pot was the onion, celery, and mushroom. So I just added the roux to that, and I had already like semi-steamed the broccoli. It was fresh broccoli. So I just gave that like a little bit of a steam, and then I put in those matchstick carrots. Let's see if I can pull one out. And that's just like the long skinny carrots, like those. And then I dumped all that in. And then I had some leftover potatoes in the fridge that were already like cooked and seasoned. So I threw those in there too because I felt like it just needed like more substance. Butch's first question is, where's the meat? He's not happy that there's not like big chunks of
That's right. Where's that meat?
Steak or chicken or ham. He's like, why don't you put ham in it? And I'm like, then it's just ham and potato soup, which I make all the time. So he's not getting any meat. It's not happening. But then I'm lying because here's what's gonna go on top. So I did a whole slab of bacon, and then this is like New York style, the like extra sharp cheese. So I'll put it in the bowl, and then I'll throw the I'll crumble up some bacon. I'll cut it all up, throw the bacon on top with a little bit of cheese, and then that would be, I wish I had some scallions. That would be pretty to put on top because it's gonna look a little like bland. But anyway, and then I have some rolls in the oven for the kiddos, and I'm sure I'll steal one too because they're delicious. And that's it. So I really wanted to like show you guys how I cooked it, but I just couldn't make that happen today. So hopefully how beautiful it looks, mixed with the fact that I will write everything in below, and I will also put a picture of the final product in a bowl for you. Hopefully that works. I hope you guys are having a good time. Therese Fortino, you made it on Monday. Oh, good. Was that the first time you made it, or have you made it before, Therese? This is the first time I've ever made this soup. That was a little part of it too. I didn't know like how long it would take. Seasonings I used, and the seasonings are like on point right now. I used onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, salt, poultry seasoning, and celery seed. Those are all the seasonings that I used. And then the potatoes were like already seasoned, so the potatoes, the only other thing it has on there is some Italian seasoning, but that shouldn't come through too much because there's not a lot of it. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great evening. I am starving, and so are the kids. It was raining all day today, like rain, so I was like, oh, soup will be perfect. Now it's like 75 degrees and hot. I'm sweating right now, and whatever. It's Florida. What are you gonna do? Can't be mad. We're still gonna eat soup on a hot, sweaty day. It'll be great. Might as well get used to it, right? I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming and checking out what I'm cooking. You can always put a picture of what you're having for dinner too, because I would like some more ideas. I need to try some new things. I don't know if they're getting bored. Luckily, I'm in a house full of men, and they really just don't give a shit. Even when Maya's here, Maya doesn't give a shit either. She's like, as long as whatever you cook is good and we have food, they're happy. That's it. They don't need a lot of variety, which is nice. Makes it really easy for me. All right, hope you guys have a great evening. I will talk to you later.